All right, we were on our way back from the East Coast. The Outspoken trips to the East Coast in '93. We did one in spring and one in fall. Forget which one this was, but basically, me and the four members would drive out. Coil would fly out, and then we would drive back. Coil would fly home. We'd play four shows in 3 days or something like that, and then come home. We were usually pretty ragged group by the time we got back because we hadn't slept much in over a week. We had stopped for gas in Utah, and most of us ended up in the bathroom at the same time, which is no big deal because we'd been in the band forever. But we were goofy, sore thumbs essentially in the middle of Utah. I was out inside near Beaver actually, and I remember we went to like some fast food place. We were getting some food, and I remember seeing a cop car going through the parking lot. I was like, huh, whatever. But as soon as we got back on the highway, Travis was driving. He was driving a little fast. He kind of weaved a little bit, and then lights come on. Woo! We pull over. We're teasing Travis. You get the ticket. You get the ticket. They come up. Cop comes up. Step out of the car, and he comes back a little bit later, pokes his head in the driver's side window, and goes, "They want us all to get out of the van." We're like, "What?" All right, so we pile out of the van. We're standing on the side of the highway in Utah, and cops basically. What I deduced is that the gas attendant at that gas station where we all ended up in the bathroom and we were kind of joking around in the shop before going out, he thought we were on drugs. And so the cops, and then he called the cops on us because the cops came looking for drugs on us.
Oh, man.
So we all had these bracelets that were similar to hospital bracelets that we'd gotten at a show in Massachusetts. So they asked us about that. All the merch money and show money was in a shoebox. Coyle had bought some new shoes and left the empty box, took the shoes with him on his flight. The empty box was in the van, so I needed someplace to put the money. We counted it all out. We had our records of what we sold at the shows. We put that in the shoebox, so the cops find we have these hospital-looking bracelets. We have a shoebox full of cash, and they're probably thinking, ka-ching, we've scored. We got these dope dealers, And it's like, one of the cops pulled me off to the side and says, "You guys have nice equipment in there before I let the dogs in there and rip this apart. Tell me what's up." I said, "We're just a band. We've been driving along a lot. We're tired." We proved, one of the ways we proved we were a band, we showed the tour badges that we had made. The tour badges that we made for the pictures of each person was a picture torn out of a muscle magazine. And Travis's picture was this Marilyn Monroe, muscular Marilyn Monroe. And the cop was like looking at each one and just goes, "Who's Travis?" And people had drawn dicks in the dirt on the side of the van. So they were looking at that, and they were just kind of laughing at us four screwy kids with funny bracelets and shoebox full of cash. But they were pretty good, and they were just like, "Do you have drugs?" It's like, "No, we don't have any of that. We're just really sleep deprived. We're good." And with that, they said, "All right, have a good day. Let's go."
Oh, man. That's awesome.
I find it funny that a group of straight edge kids got pulled over for drugs in Beaver, Utah.
That's awesome. I mean, and just imagine if they hadn't believed you, and then you guys, like, they would have gone through all your equipment. They would have tore the walls off and looked everywhere, and they never would have found a thing. They never would have found a thing.
Yeah, they wouldn't have found anything.
And oh man, no.
the most they would have found is maybe a bottle of piss.
But what I love is all the things that had just inadvertently been done that made you guys look kind of guilty, like you guys were acting, suspicious to them. You guys had the money in a shoebox. You guys, I mean, just all these little things that are like, okay, what's going on in this band? What is happening?
And what helped is that we had answers for everything. It's like, okay, we are a band. There's the equipment. Okay, how do we prove that you're an equipment? How do we prove that? Well, we can show you pictures of the record with pictures of the members in it. We have the tour badges, and we have, when it came to the cash, it's like, what's up with that? Well, here's the records of what we sold at the shows, So we had answers for everything essentially, but on first look, it looked very guilty.